Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're just going to be doing a status check after set 2 of the new set of Gundam released. And of course we're going to take a look at how the starter decks are doing. Have they gone down in price? Are they a little bit affordable, or are they still insane? If you appreciate these kind of videos, guys, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, won't hold you to it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, and here are the plus cards here. So all these are pretty much overpriced like crazy, but at the same time they're very difficult to get, so I really understand that. The Gquax at around 60 bucks. Looks like about minimum 52, but it might be the high shipping. And we have a Schoolgirl and a Smuggler, one of the best cards in the set, quite honestly, at $38 since it's a single listing right now. You know, I would like using Close Combat C+. That looks pretty cool to me. And quite honestly, I do like the Cannabon Company base here. That's one of my favorite ones. Now just looking at the normal cards by itself, so the cards are kind of dipping in price. We have the Gquax going down to about $650 right now, and $9 for the main unit, and everything else is pretty much hovering below either 75 cents or below 50 cents. Alright guys, as of right now, if you wanted to buy the starter deck and get the exact ratios, you're still going to be looking at about $48.43, and of course you have to buy it from multiple sellers here, so that's definitely just way overpriced. I wouldn't do that, guys. Just go ahead and hold off, play something else, maybe check out some of these videos right here for a budget build if you just want something to get you in the door instead. I think these are going to be a lot easier to get. People in the community may have overage of bulk, especially from set 1. Just go ahead and focus on set 1 right now. And of course we have the starter deck number 5 that came out about a month ago here, and Barbatos still holding strong at $90. And I'm surprised that the unforeseen incident C+ have gone down so much. I think that was really high. I like this art a lot, quite honestly. We have the Hakurun, that's pretty much like the Rizal on crack, but like we have a foil version, so if you want a foil Rizal, here you pretty much go. Alright guys, here we have all of the normal rarity cards, and we have the McGillis Grays here at $2, but the most expensive card is still the 4th form at $14, with everything else pretty much around $1 or less, pretty much 25 cents now. We have Fatal Strike, it's pretty much the sought after card. Really good at $6. Now let's take a look at this Hecarim. What are we doing here at this 1077 mark? So we have 1077 at the top, maybe because yep, we're pretty much bought out here. So I would just hold fast on buying these guys. Like, look at that top right here. It looks like right when set 2 came out, people are going ahead and going for, you know, a purple deck. Now, is this card worth $10? You guys decide. That's pretty much insane to me. For the longest time, nothing has even gotten close. You know, look at that, 82 cents, maybe $2, 88 cents, 75 cents. Over 700 of these cards sold, guys. Imagine if all these went back and you're the one buying it for $13. I would just say, just be the guy who missed the boat on this one and just get on another boat. First, ask your community, guys, and try to ask them that, you know, like, I don't believe that it's worth $10.77. Can we negotiate a different price? You know, because a lot of people, I know when we do trades, we want to kind of compare and get it like, is it worth this? No. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip over the price for the starter deck, but I just want to get right into the dual impact. All right, starting at the top of the leaderboards here, we have the Gundam Barbatos first form, the double plus here at pretty much $650. All right, so we have 13 sold. We have an average price of $550. I would say $550 is the price of this card. If someone's trying to sell it for $650, I would not budge there. Let these cards drop. You know, we have only 4 sellers here, and we have 1 seller at 0%. And as you can see here, it is on its way down. It's just one of those things, guys. This is gonna be one of those collector cards, or for the whales who want to show off. That's for them. All right, let that be a different market for those kind of people. I kind of make these videos because I see people in my community throughout all my life go into these cards and they are really just having a rough time with money in general, but they go into cards like this because they want to like feel better in some kind of capacity. This is not where you do it. Doing it in this is not where you do it. I would rather see you with a play set of regular 4 of these at, you know, at the $31 mark than one of these, right? That's kind of insane. And my girl Gquax here, it is a weird kind of like, looks like it's kind of hunched picture with, I don't know, I'm not really digging the picture. I'm pretty sure in person it looks fantastic with all the etching around it. Sitting at $381, average price $499 actually. So this is still dipping down here. So we have 44, 440 going down to 381. and kind of holding steady. At top of the list here, we have low sales here. So not to say that these people, you know, won't be able to give it to you safely, but they're a little bit more inconsistent here. So you know, take it with a grain of salt when you're purchasing these orders here, guys. You know, we had to talk about, we have the Barbatos first form looking at $80. This card was doing some work at my locals, but I like to say this: I just tell everyone that this card is bad. I just tell everyone that this card is bad, that it dies to live for, that it's too easy to get pinged after you ping it. I just tell them that, so the cards in my local scene, you know, go down in price. It doesn't work. Everyone in my community is like, that card's crazy. And purple is doing really, really well here. You know what? I'm not gonna go into it. Go ahead in the comments down below. Let's have an argument, a dispute. Go ahead and tell me how good this card is, because I think this card's trash. I think the prices should go down. And when they go down, guys, just go ahead and send it my way. And here we have another card that should never be played at all, and you can send them all to me. If we have Psycho Gundam big in Japan here, I need this card. I'm just like, I just can't. If I had this card, I would be selling it, quite honestly. Yet he has dipped down, and I think we're out of the running for the $80 sales here. I know a lot of players are playing this card, testing it out. So talk about one card that has skyrocketed, and I actually am kind of sad because I shipped this card out for like $35. Yeah, this card's really strong. Look at that. Everything right now is at $64. What I say is worth that, only at one sale right now at $50. You know, there's $32 in right now, but I don't think this card is at a $64 price tag. That's just me personally. Just take one last look at the top end here. We have Gundam Rebake. He's also been kind of going up in price here. People are realizing that, oh, he's a really thick blocker. If you can put the damage on someone else, he is a 5 toughness blocker, which is really good. Yeah, he doesn't have that extra attack, but he technically does the damage when he comes out anyway. So technically that 4 damage will land eventually, that he totally does. And yeah, just being able to set up your plays in purple is just kind of like very, very important. Oh, and one card I need to look at, I just saw this right now, it's $60 for a Tallgeese. Now, come on, guys. All my odds heads, when we talk about this card is just okay. And it does not replace the level 5 version. But guess what, guys? Zex still costs 5. So even if you can't even land this card on 4 unless you're playing 9, and that's a card that it's still hard for me to really want to play at more than even 2. Like if I want to, I'm really trying to stick the theme, and that's like just what I'm doing. But looking at $60 to $61, $70, I would definitely wait on this one to drop here. Look at this. If you look at the sales here, $35. See, something happened. I mean, maybe it must have been like a buyout. At least in my era, this set is not like scarce. You know, they may not be a lot right now because people did their initial buys, but we're not empty. We're not like fighting for product like we were in set 1 or waiting for a reprint. This is how I work here. If the normal version is like $1 or 50 cents, why not just play that version until the point where you like it so much that you find a deck is now worthy of being upgraded to auto art. So if you have 4 of these in your deck or 3 of these in your deck, how are you going to run? $1.50 covers your bill for the deck, or you're going to drop 180. Think about that. Don't be the one that who's only focusing on the flex, y'all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So here's that trash card again, guys. That awful card here. Looking at $31. I'm telling you, this card, don't play it. Just go ahead and send it to me. Every single person in my community is looking for a playset of these, multiple playsets of these as well, even if they already have it. They won't give it up. I'm not sure. I'm trying to tell them that it's a bad card. They just won't trade it. Hovering around $31. This card is selling for $31 or more. Is it just popularity? Possibly. Man, this guy got messed up. I think he probably goes to rebuy. There's no way. $50 and in between the price range of this, it's kind of insane. You got messed up, bro. Use videos like this if you don't really want to do the research yourself. You know, if you want to just sit back, relax, and just have one scroll for you, that's kind of like what the worth of this video, right? I know you could literally just do this yourself, but if you just sit back, relax, you know, open up League of Legends, lose in that game while having me talk to you, you know, in the background, distracting you, that's what maybe makes this worth it, right? So here we have, these are all the other cool cards here. Now, these are just kind of like whatever, you know, like, I won't sit here and, you know, beat a dead horse by saying like these are probably overpriced, but some of these arts are really amazing looking. Quite honestly, like the Argama is insane. What I paid $35 for a base, would I could also get it for like $1 or 50 cents? That's the part. Okay, until now we're reaching the lower end of the legendary race here, and we have a fall in the Gundam Epion. right? He was, I think it was around like 18 bucks before. So he's slowly going down, had a little bounce at the top and going about $15 here. All right, I won't click into any more of these, but we have Big in Japan here for 15 bucks. They're jumping on it when they, jumping off it. It's kind of weird. Oh man, I want to talk about this. I don't know why this wasn't on the first page here. This card, I was, oh man, see, do I open up my mouth? See, this is what happens when I tell people to buy this card. Oh my goodness. I'm working on a Gjallarhorn video right now, and that'll be coming out in the next couple of days, guys. So be sure to like, subscribe to the videos, and hit that notification bell to check that video when that comes out. And I had a lot of discussions about this card. I had been doing a lot of play testing with this card, and this card is actually quite terrible. Don't buy it. You should definitely just ship it to me. See, I don't know, everything doubled. That's a phenomenon I'm talking about right now. Everything has like doubled in price over this weekend, and it's quite unusual. The last sale literally was $13, but there's not a $13 sale here. Not really sure what happened there. Maybe someone, like, I can only imagine, but at the same time you would see like an influx or someone who has like plus a lot. Not necessarily all the time. That doesn't mean like if this person bought 14 of them, he might post 14. He might trickle it in one at a time. And I'm just gonna kind of top this video off by just reviewing if they're going up or down on the like regular legendary. We have the low rarities here, guys. If you want to go up, jump on a train of just, if you want to buy a playset of, you can buy some Gundam Versago, some Elmets, Chimeras, and some aged normals. Everything here around $2 or less, or $4 for the age. I kind of agree with this. Like, I think the age is probably the most useful out of all of these. I know some people might fight me on the Gundam Versago. And I'm going to end this video off by talking about Gquax here. Now we have her at $20. Now this is just one of those buyout trend guys that they actually put up all of them. Again, buy it if you want to, but I would rather you assess this card first. Here we have a bounce off the ground because we have a resale here. We have no other sellers, so we're already there. But is the demand at $20 per? See, we have no sales here at $20. So yeah, there's no supply, but is the demand there? I feel like this is gonna be one of those cards that since it's so like deck oriented, like it can only be played in clan, this card has no choice but to fall in price. The seller here, go ahead and do your thing. I hear you, I see you out there, man. This is gonna be one of those cards where you just kind of taking a chance on seeing if it does sell for 20. Now it could be those things like, correct me if I'm wrong, say in the comments down below. This deck has been figured out somewhere and it's slowly growing and they're just on top of the trend and I'm not seeing it yet, because this isn't a deck that I've actually put a lot of hours into just yet. I've only played around with it for a bit. Now if I see this card as like a tier 1 card at $20 for a card that's absolutely needed. But yeah, guys, I know it's long videos, a lot of ranting there, and hope you guys appreciate videos like this. Like I said, these kind of videos are made for people who don't really want to do this kind of research themselves, and they just want to listen to someone, maybe give them advice. At least this is how I feel about things, when cards are just super overpriced. I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't really use alt arts. I honestly say, don't buy the product, like, if you can't afford it. These are just for the people that I know out there, and I've seen it all the time, where they really want to like pimp out their deck, but they have a hard time like buying lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that. Oh yeah, before we get out of here, let's go ahead and take a look at the booster boxes price real quick. So we have the top one at 162. So we are going down. See, we have a lot, 180. Why didn't you guys? Oh my, why did you make the bar graph so high? I blame myself because I made a video on this and I didn't publish it, and I said, you know what, it's too late, let me not publish that. And I probably would have helped you guys from doing this. And first off, whoever's over here, see, these are content creators who bought their boxes for free. Your boy doesn't barely get any money out from a YouTube page, but there's some YouTubers out there getting like 6 or 4 boxes. Good for their grind. I'm trying to get there. Again, hit the like, subscribe button, help your boy get there to the point where I can buy a box 1 month in advance to be able. Nah, I don't think I'll ever buy a box for $260. Are you out your mind? Are you out your mind? I don't want to say this is more of a fair price. I can't say that. The fair price is $120, and the reason why it's $120, guys, because that's just the MSRP of the booster pack. Is when you buy them in a bulk like this, you're getting all the packs at a reduced price. If you pay it singles, that's when it becomes, a little bit more. But now they overinflating the singles price by $8 to $10 to kind of justify the high, box price. And a lot of people are forgetting this and they just take what they can get. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video here. Check out these videos right here. If you haven't checked them out yet, what are you guys doing? And of course, hit that like and subscribe button. I know like can be hard out there, guys, but keep your head up, keep moving forward, and most importantly, let nothing stop you. Peace out, guys.